plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal. Have you ever heard the saying, less is more? Well, I'm kind of experiencing that right now. It was a Monday morning and my husband was going to work, and we had been up all night the night before because my daughter came down with scarlet fever and was so sick. So we were already just having, a Monday, and then we get hit with the news. Are you sleeping? You know it. Yes, you are. The news that the seller was backing out of the house we were purchasing last minute, just a few weeks before closing, and our current house we were living in was already spoken for, so we had a really big decision on where to move our family in less than 3 weeks. Okay, so funny story. My husband was talking to our mutual friend. We actually met through this friend of ours, and he jokingly mentioned to my husband that he had a camper, and he was like, y'all could just live in that. And it was just like a casual joke, but my husband came home and mentioned it to me as a joke, and I was like, oh my gosh, like that is the answer. And it felt like such a relief. We are so thankful our friend decided to sell us his camper. The market is crazy right now. The house we were purchasing was from an extended family member, so we weren't in a bidding war with it. It wasn't even on the market yet. There was no way, with the way the market is so crazy right now, that we could have found a house in less than 3 weeks and closed on it at that. So we also just didn't want to rent because we want to be able to make a move when we find the right option and not be in a contract. Rentals are also hard to come across because our town was hit with a tornado, and a lot of rentals are taken, and they also fly off the market. So honestly, going into a camper full-time for us until we make our next move is honestly the smartest thing for us, so we didn't have to be rushing to something, waste money on something, and we just have our own little cozy space that we can go on lots of trips in, make lots of memories. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been quite an adjustment going from a full-size house to an RV. It's gonna be an experience. I mean, we never forget, and we're just so grateful for our friend for, putting this idea in our head and making it happen. And we can write it in our storybook. I mean, life is just a book. We're just writing chapters of our life every day.
There's a new day that will come again tomorrow. There's a new day to wash away the pain.
I don't know why things played out the way that they did. It sucked at first, but this is an experience that we will always remember, and life is about just spending time with the ones you love, and I'm fully getting to do that right now, and I get to have so much free time, and I'm really taking advantage of this. I feel like it's such a cool experience. Me and my husband talked about doing something similar to this before we had kids, and we've always talked about like living in a camper or something while we build a house, live on the property, so this is like something that we have talked about before, and it was obviously meant to be. I feel like my style is like very boho-ish and minimalist and hippie-ish, so this just fits right in with that. I'm just getting to challenge myself and see how minimal I can be. I love challenges. I'm up for this. I can't wait to be back in a house eventually, but we've made this so cozy and making so many memories, and once we start taking this out on the road and stuff, it's gonna be fun, and I'm excited. Go to sleep, okay? Here, babe, can you get her?
To get you through your
So I guess now all I can say is surprise.
I will always